historical facts, and then he makes a great movie blending in the historical facts. So that's always good.
Absolutely. Well, we're gonna get started here.
Yes, sir.
I'll do the intro and kind of introduce you a little bit, and you can correct me when I get if I get anything wrong in the intro. You know.
All good.
All right. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Nerd Talk podcast, Nerdy Talk for Nerdy Fans. I'm your host, Remington Kais, and today we got a very special guest in the building. He's been breaking boundaries across media. We got Mr. Hassan Haze.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. What's going on, Remy?
he's the creator of Hood News, but that's not just one side of him. He's also a talented rapper, a cinematographer, blending storytelling with sharp visuals. Um, Whether he's behind the mic, behind the lens, or behind the headlines, Hassan is all about capturing the culture and giving a voice to what mainstream platforms often overlook.
Yes, sir.
Get ready for our conversation today. That's going to be equal parts real, raw, and nerd worthy. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. My buddy. I'm saying I'm happy you reached out to me. I'm thrilled to be on your show, and we can get down and talk about it all.
We go back, man. We were out in Utah. What was it like almost 10 years ago?
Right, 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 right. That Utah man was woo-wee. If you've
That
ever
was the
been to Utah,
experience.
that was a crazy experience, man. It was just like you low key felt trapped out there. It was like, damn.
I like
It's just
to describe the experience. It was like one of those PS2 Grand Theft Auto games where you can see
right,
the end, but you can't reach it.
right, right. Like the Saturdays is closed down. It's like nothing going on in the downtown during the whole week. We was going out looking for things to get into.
Yeah.
Town is completely shut down. There was probably like one or two places open. Just like I've never seen the downtown so empty. And then we had our party night, and then everybody was across the street party, and nobody came to our damn concert. And we was on the radio, we was everywhere. We had big time. Girl blew up. What's her name? Brittany, just Brittany,
Oh,
right?
just Brittany. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Blew up.
She's
I seen her on
huge.
Love and Hip Hop and all that. Like she
Yeah.
performed there. It was like a popping concert, and we couldn't get no love. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
I remember us trying to look for a restaurant one night, and the whole place was closed
Shut down.
down, shut down.
You remember we went into Trader Joe's, and it was just like it was the eeriest feeling. Like everybody just turned and slowly looked at us. And I was like, shit, we got to get out of here. It just Utah's not the spot. You remember? Was you in the car when the guy threw the devil horns at us? We was
Yeah, the
in the
guy was
car
doing the
driving over.
devil horns.
Yeah, he was sitting at the light like, "Meow." Yeah, man, Utah. But yeah, we go
Yeah,
way back in Utah. Um, we've done Comic Con events.
yep,
We met through a woman named Rika. Rika is a big time musician from Japan. She's a musician, composer, and she's into tech really heavy. So she brought all these creatives together to create for her product. And she had a drag racing game, and she's done VR stuff. And she had me as a camera person. She had Remy as a camera person, and we created for her.
and she did the Metal Gear Solid games for the music.
Right. She was signed to Sony, and she worked for Konami, the video game company from back in the days. The older cats, y'all know Konami games. Yeah.
That was an experience in itself because
Right.
when you're with Rika, you're always gonna get into something crazy. You know,
Right. Right. Rika. Woo. Rika was turned up, you guys. She still is. I don't know now, but then she was a live wire. She was ready to go. She's really famous also for putting the crump. She did the introduction. She introduced crump dancing to Japan through MTV too, where we got some crump dancers, and she created a whole show, like a 12-episode show that took those guys from the hood around the world. They was after that drop for MTV Japan, they were able to get TV shows, deals, travel the world, and teach the world how to crump. So you could thank Rika for that.
yeah, she's an amazing woman. She really got my career started in all this, and I was able to work after being with her. Able to work from like Cobra Kai.
Mm,
I got to work on a movie with David Spade.
Mm,
I've gotten to do a lot of big things just from her, like giving me the opportunity to
wow.
be in the business.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
So I really owe like a lot of my career to her.
That's beautiful. Shout out
Uh,
to Rika.
but what got you into like filmmaking in the first place? What was the one passion that was strong to get you started?
Well, I can really trace it back to me being in I was on the DMZ in Korea, where the DMZ basically separated South Korea from North Korea, and I was in the military, and the place was called Panmunjom, and we would have to do patrols all the time on the border of North Korea. And I'm at this time I'm about 19 years old, and I was like, damn, man. I was on my, it was about 8 months in of a 12-month duty. And one time I was just sitting in the chow hall because we had a day off, and there was a bunch of movies. They had a bunch of VHS, was doing movie after movie. And as I was sitting there, I was thinking, man, what do I want to do when I get out the army? I've been getting told what to do nonstop from my inception on the planet, from mom and dad, straight out of high school to the military, getting told what to do. I'm like, damn, I need to find out what I want to do instead of being told what to do. So at that moment, sitting in that cafeteria, I thought, man, I want to make film. I want to shoot. I want to film. So when I got out the military, I went down to the Academy of Radio and Television Broadcasting in Huntington Beach, and I signed up. And it was a 1 year vocational school. I did the 1 year. Upon getting out of school, I got picked up by a cool guy named Jamie Mitchell, and he shot a lot of the rock bands from Red Hot Chili Peppers to Guns N' Roses, um, Jane's Addiction. Shot a lot of rock and roll guys, and he used to throw me in the mosh pit. You know, I had bought all my own equipment. Man, you're a young guy, get in the mosh pit, and keep the shot steady. So I'll be in a mosh pit. Well, I got my camera right. I'll be in a mosh pit like this, getting rocked back and forth, but trying to hold it straight. And I got more gigs out from Jamie. From there, I met with a lot of underground filmmakers, like the guy who made Zeitgeist. A lot of people don't know this, but I met the guy who made Zeitgeist. A lot of people don't even know what he looks like. But his guy name was Andy Hengler. So he was in the 70s at the time. This is 2002, 2003. And he recruited me because he wanted me to film Area 52. Like, he wanted me to go on a crazy ass mission. And I was just like, I don't know about that. Um, and it was weird because that introduced me to, like, I guess God was getting me ready to do hood news because I started doing hood news in 2005. And meeting him and being with these underground filmmakers, and they making all this what they used to call conspiracy theory content, kind of led me into being a street journalist and creating hood news.
And Hood News has gone viral a couple times.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've gone viral many, many, many times. Basically, we had got to deal with YouTube when YouTube first started giving out deals in 2008. YouTube, one of the people that work in YouTube, I can't remember his name. He gave me a call. He said, "Man, we up here at the office, man. We really like the content you put together, and we're doing a monetization program. And you remember when YouTube, you can only upload a video about 15 minutes
Yeah,
at a
yeah.
time,
And if you had a
right?
long one, you had to chop it up.
Right. So, he's like, yeah, man, we gonna stand behind your independent journalists. We like that because they were more of a liberal up in the Bay. So he sent me all the paperwork. He signed me up as a YouTube partner, and I was able to because I was already in the streets getting the content. So now I had an outlet where they would kind of push me up to the front of the algorithm, and then a lot of those clips caught fire. Since a lot of the clips caught fire, I would run into celebrities all the time. Since I had an outlet, I can get an interview with them pretty easily. Get an interview with them. The interview start picking up steam, helping a lot of people's careers. I helped a lot of people's careers before um, they can get that major break. I filmed Tyga. I got an interview with Tyga. Got an interview with with J Rock, Nipsey Hussle, um, Cannabis, Raekwon. Oh man, so many new boys. You know, so many actresses and actors. Even Joey Zaldana, Zoe Zaldana. Got an interview with her when she was just a ballerina dancer from New York. But it was just like she was like, I'm trying to find my way into acting, and she was so cool. We interviewed her, put it out there because I think it was the Black Film Festival, and yeah, man, from we got everybody that day. Don Cheadle, Quincy Jones, rest in peace. I've got to have 45 minute conversation with Quincy Jones. Like we filmed so many people, and Hood News was that early 2008, 2009. I think about to 2012, and then after that, I had to take a break because I just had to deal with a lot of life issues and
But
change paths.
I always see Hood News on my feed and stuff whenever you're posting. It's
Right.
always good to see your stuff. You know.
Yeah. I still post. I still post sometimes, but getting those hard hitting stories the way I used to, like, I used to live, die, eat, breathe, shit, Hood News. Like, I was always looking to get it to the next level. That was the whole goal. And I got so many roadblocks trying to get it to the next level. It was ridiculous. It got to the point where it's like, do y'all really want to see this? I'm gonna be in sabotage so much that is it not healthy for me to do this? So it just turned to something else. And then it wasn't a team. Now if Hood News was a team and I had like 7, 8 people, boom, we would probably be running the internet right now. We'd be the shade
Right.
room and the rest media takeout and all that other stuff. But I had relationships with all those guys and all the World Star. Um, the head of World Star, he used to post me all the time before he passed. But yeah, I had relationships with everybody.
Now, how'd you get into music? Because I used to listen to some of your stuff all the time. You're a really good artist. What made you get into that?
I've always been in the music. I was in the music before I was in the Hood News. I stopped
All
being an
right.
artist to do Hood News because I felt like it was a higher calling. It was just like this is for the people, and music is just it's not that big of it wasn't that big of a calling. It felt like Hood News was a bigger calling. So I actually stopped my rap career and did Hood News, and then Hood News exploded. So I got to meet and get into music circles doing
Oh man,
being a
so
rapper.
fun.
If that sounds crazy, it is. Am I stalling? Is my internet? Is it me? Or
I don't know if it's me or you that was stalling, but
okay,
it
maybe
stalled
I
for
got.
like a second.
Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi. I know how the streaming thing because I film a live streaming show, and I know streaming on Wi-Fi you have to plug in to
Yeah.
stream where it won't get disrupted. But yeah, man, I've always been an MC. I've man, we had deals when I was 16 years old. So the music is nothing new. It's just being able to have my own voice and say what I want to say and not be in control. How music is just it's kind of therapy for me at this point. I got over 150 songs that's unreleased. So I got the mixer and all type of stuff, man. So yeah,
Growing
I,
up, who was your biggest like influences when it came to like hip hop and stuff like that?
oh man, growing up, I like Goody Mob, Outkast.
Oh yeah, Outkast's great.
Yes, yes, Outkast, big influence. Oh man, just this Bay guys. Souls of Mischief. Um, oh man, I was more into like the underground cats. UMCs, Rakim, KRS-One. Um, yeah, I got Run DMC, LL Cool J, DJ Quick. Um, I like Corrupt as an artist. It's so many. Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, all of the Motown era. I was a big oldies guy. I loved all the R&B artists in the '90s. They were my. That's what I listened to: the SWVs,
Uh,
Silks, Jodeci, all that type of stuff. So what made me want to be an artist, I probably would say a rapper would be Run DMC
Oh yeah, Run DMC
for
is great.
sure. Because I found when I was 8 years old, I had their tape and I
Hmm.
used to play it, and that's the first time I can remember liking music. Because I listened to my mom's music, Sade and all that, but it was just like they played it, and I'm like, oh, I like that. But the first tape I ever got that I played continuously myself was Run DMC, the My Adidas tape. I played the hell out of that. And I was like, man, oh man, what is this? So that kind of got my mind into hip hop.
I know when I was a kid, I used to love listening to like 50 Cent, Snoop,
Yeah.
uh, Bow Wow. Like those were like that was kind of like my influence into hip hop. But
Right.
we're a little bit of a different
Right,
generation.
right, right. Now I respect all those guys you mentioned, but they didn't make me want to rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I always felt like we're peers, like Snoop and all them, even though they're greats, I just still feel like we're peers. Like I feel like I could hold my own with those guys
Yeah.
easily, easily. You know what I'm saying? But I'm mentioning the guys when it was live, breathe, eat shit, hip hop, like when I
Yeah.
believed in the culture. So nowadays I don't believe in the culture. Like I used to take like hip hop was my Bible. These rap albums were my Bibles. Like, oh, what is Outkast saying? What is Goody Mob saying? What is CeeLo saying? What is Souls of Mischief saying? What is Pac saying? Like, I'm taking that. I'm listening to everyone. I'm listening to every one of their words, and it's truth to me. It's like, what is Quick saying? Oh man! And when they put you on game, you hear it. Above the law, you hear it. Easy, NWA. Okay, man, what they're saying is just translating to exactly what I'm going through in the streets. So I felt like those guys were gods.
NWA is just man. They
Come
were
on, man.
ahead of their time. I love
Right,
them. Yeah.
right, right. And growing up on the West Coast, I grew up in the hood where everything they were talking about, I saw firsthand.
Hmm.
I grew up with all the Crips, white T-shirts, blue rags, blue bandanas, you know, seeing dope go hand in hand, the low riders, the gold Dayton's, big wads of money, you know. I seen the lifestyle, I seen the culture firsthand. I was right there. Yeah, I was right there. So I was like, oh man, like this is life. Like, oh man, the way they put in, oh, you can get paid off of rhyming. Oh man, that was just big to me, you know. And
Yeah.
we went down and my first group was called You and I, right? I had a group before that called Charisma. That's my high school group. We were literally sitting at table with a brother, rest in peace, named Augie Johnson. He was a big time soul singer back in the days. He had discovered us at a talent show, brought us in, and he wanted to sign us. I was like 16, but that deal didn't fall through. We were literally at the place about to sign our name, and one of the homies' mothers felt like she didn't want her son to sign, and they wanted us out as a group. So my second group was You and I, and we actually had big success in Texas when I was in the military. We had 4 songs on the radio, and Master P wanted to sign us to No Limit Records. So Mia X had gave one of the people in our group her number, said, call my cousin P want to sign y'all. I'm in the field. In the military, you go to the field, you do like 30-day training exercises. So I'm not there because usually I handled all the business for the group. So he gave it to one of my bandmates, and guess what? She lost the number.
Oh man.
We sold about 10, 11,000 records. From we were getting radio play. We did South by Southwest over in Austin, and we got people from San Antonio to Killeen coming to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, we heard your record. They just coming to our dorms in the military buying our CDs and shit. So we had a great success. So that same crew I brought out here to California with me because we like, oh, we popping in Texas. This is year 2000. I'm like, oh man, we can pop out here. But LA, we know LA is a whole nother big type of market, man.
Oh yeah.
You just we were big fish in a small pond, and now we're like little fish in the ocean, you know. So it was like I think that was one mistake I definitely made because that was the early booming of the South. We were in the South. We should have stayed in the South. We should have went to Atlanta or stayed in Texas.
Yeah.
But we came out to the West Coast. The West Coast, everything was blackballed out here when it came to rap because Biggie had got killed. So our next big rapper wasn't The Game, and he came out 2005. So it was like you had to come through Dre or Snoop or that camp. If you look at it now, it just opened up after Kendrick. You know,
Hmm.
after Kendrick, it was like he even came through Dre, but now it's just like now you can come through different channels. But LA is just like you have to be gang affiliated. Like that's the big thing out here. Being gang affiliated is like your pass into hip hop, which it shouldn't be like that, but it is what it is.
What sets you apart from rappers um, in today's scene?
Oh man, a whole lot of things. First of all, I'm talking about something that you can let your babies listen to. You can listen to me while you work out and feel motivated. I'm not going to take your life force from you. I'm not going to influence you. I'm going to influence you to go to the pen. I'm not going to influence you to cheat on your girl or have sex with your homie girl. I'm not going to, I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to influence you to eat unhealthy. I'm going to influence you with the right frequency and the right vibrations, man. All my music is good vibrations. I don't kill anybody on my tracks. Not one death, not one murder is on a Hassan Hayes track. Okay. It's only good vibes and it's real. It's stuff that you can apply to your life, because I write all my songs from a spot that I had to overcome or I'm going through. So yeah, it's no fairy tale rap. I don't know how to make a fairy tale rap or a song that's just like make a song for everybody. No, my records are niche records. They're not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But once you get into it, you're gonna get into it.
And it's crazy because I know you in real life, and like you're all about like positive vibes and like that life energy, and like we had a long talk with out in Utah about the way I was eating. I was eating very unhealthy back
Right,
then,
right.
and you're I don't know if you're still like this, but you were all vegetarian, all
Mm.
good stuff. Didn't touch meat.
Like I showed you earlier. I know you can't see that, but that's a salad, man, with
Yeah.
chickpeas in it. Because well, I'm gonna be keeping a buck with you. I am not as healthy as I was then because now I dibble and dabble. I might have some salmon. You know what I'm saying? I still don't eat like uh, beef or chicken, but I do have fish every now and then. But I got to fall back. I got to
Hmm.
get back to just the salad. So I'm eating the salad now. I got to will it back because boy, my woman is pregnant and woo, we eating over here, buddy. She has all type of cravings too. She don't hold back. And then like if she make a meal and that shit smell good, I want some too. Like
Right.
shit, hook me up. I want some of that mac and cheese, them greens. I'm eating all that shit. So now I'm ballooned out. I'm like 225. And I'm like, damn, the baby's due any day now. The baby's due within the next 5, 6 days, right? So I'm like, oh, it's time for me to come back.
Congratulations on the new baby.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I'm so happy. I'm in a way better than I was when I had my first son. This is a daughter coming, but I got a house now, man. It's just she got her own room upstairs that's just waiting for her. That's full of shit. That's just filled up with stuff. Like I had nothing for my
Mhm.
son. My son came here, bro. I was sleeping in like my mom's shack, bro. Me and my ex was just wrapped up in the shack, and it was just like nothing for the baby. Like no plan, no money, no nothing. It was just the baby came with just nothing but love. So now the baby got things and love. So
Right. She's gonna be a little bougie baby.
yeah, yeah. I'd rather have a bougie baby than well, my son, right? My son is a good boy though. He's because we grew up rough, so
Hmm.
he appreciates everything. You know what I'm saying? He's a what's he got 3.7 GPA. He's 15
Wow.
now. He's a good boy, man. I'm very proud of him. He listens to his dad. That's all I could ever ask for was a child that listened. That's not a rebellious. That's what I pray for. Please don't be rebellious. He's not rebellious. He listens. He don't smack his lips when I tell him to do something. He don't get attitude. He's just Okay,
Well,
Pop.
it's gonna be that daughter that's gonna be the rebellious
I,
one.
man, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I can't. Can I go 2 for 2? I don't know, bro.
It's funny
I,
because my brother just had a baby like a year ago, and they complain sometimes. I'm like, man, your kid listens, sits there in front of the TV. I can feed him whatever. He's not picky with food. I said, y'all wouldn't know what to do if you guys had a terrible child.
man,
So lucky.
you don't want no terrible. Nobody wants a terrible child,
Yeah.
and that's the truth. But I'm happy with whatever God give me to keep it a buck. Like, we'll work it out. We'll work it out.
What do you think is the most challenging project you've worked on behind the camera?
Most challenging. I'm working on a pretty challenging project right now. I am doing a documentary. It's called what is it called? Shit. Man. Oh, it's called It's Bigger Than Hip Hop, the Black American Family Tree.
Mm,
So what we're doing is we're going down the family tree of all the music genres that were created and how they were created by Black American people. So the first episode is like an overall episode of talking about all the music genres. So now the second episode is strictly on gospel, how gospel influenced today's hip hop. Very, very nice project. It's a beautiful project. I'm editing it now. I'm on my third edit. And it's challenging because you have to know the history.
mm-hmm.
I'm editing five different talking heads and I'm trying to match their stories where everything just makes sense when you're watching it. And I know when people watch it, they're going to be dissecting this, and I got to make sure I'm not missing anything. Um, and that right now is very challenging because it's just a lot of content. It's just a lot of content. And I got to make sure I don't cut the wrong thing out and make sure I don't let people talk too long and just get that perfect balance. But I'm on my third edit. It's looking like it's an hour. I'm trying to get it down just to 60 minutes. But it's like an hour and it's like an hour and 20 minutes now. So I just got to keep chopping, and just make it make sense. But it's a good project, but it's difficult.
What's your take on the current do-it-yourself era in music and video production? Is it a blessing or is it a curse?
Both. It's a blessing because if you can do it yourself, do it yourself. But the curse is, do you always have the resources to do it yourself? Do you have the resources to get the reach you want?
Mm-hmm.
Because some people feel like, damn man, I got a hit movie. Oh man, I got a hit record. But damn, is it just a hit to you and your crew, or is the world going to hear it? Is the world going to have an opportunity to hear it so it can get its reach? So I would say that's the gift and the curse. Um, I remember somebody telling me, I don't know if you ever heard this, you can get, 100% of nothing or 20% of something.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically having a record deal or
Yeah.
a movie contract. Like, let's take Sinners for instance. Ryan does his deal where he gets the ownership of Sinners in 25 years. He gets the full ownership of Sinners. Right now, I don't know what his percentages is, but I know he gets a percentage off the box office. Of course, he got his director's fee and he got his right, and he's probably got points. He probably got 3 points as a producer. I don't know what they back in 2006 they used to do 3 points as a producer. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so 3 points. That's like 3%, 200 and something million. You do the math on that. Um, or can you even be an independent? The question is, can you be an independent, no backing? I'm not talking about like not independent through a label that's distributed by Sony. I'm talking about an independent Hassan Haze and sell a million records
Mm.
or sell a million movies. Can that happen? Has that happened yet? No, hasn't happened yet. It hasn't been a guy with no label backing, no corporate backing to push a million units, the equivalent of a million units.
Right.
if there has been somebody, please correct me and tell me. Not even Tyler Perry. He was 50-50 with Lionsgate.
Hmm.
Um, and they wouldn't give him international distribution. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, how far can you go as an independent?
Well, the whole thing with Tyler Perry, man, Tyler Perry gets screwed over. I think it's like strictly a black and white thing because he's got that studio and you would think more people would want to use it, but I think he gets put in this niche because he's a black guy. You know,
Mhm.
I
Right.
think I think he could do so much more than what he's been doing, and I think he wants to. But they I don't know if they per se blackball him in the industry, but they don't let him do much, other than BET or movie of the week, Sunday movie of the week.
Right, right. His movies are all mid too. They're like,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to knock him, but if you see like Sinners and then you watch a Tyler Perry movie, you're like, God damn, it's like a different world, bro. It
Right.
is a different world from storytelling, build up, character, acting, wardrobe, a whole different beast.
And
Now,
the one time when they let him go play a character that wasn't Medea, which is they put him in that god awful
Cookies.
Ninja Turtles movie. I
Oh,
don't
I
know if
didn't see it. I've never seen it.
they got him looking goofy like this fucking with the thick glasses and like I'm like, man, if you're gonna let this man do something, let him do something good. Don't let him do this craziness over here. Uh,
Right. That's on him. He's read the script. He
yeah.
chose to do that shit, man. Like, I just got offered because I'm on Mandy. Of course, I do gig. I still do film gigs and stuff like that. But people hit me up like they hit me up. They wanted me to be an actor in a queer music video. What the fuck I look like? That's never happening, bro. Never. Don't ever recruit me for no shit like that. I'm gonna quickly decline. Never. Now, if I
Yeah.
was thirsty and be like, you know what? Well, maybe they're not gonna have me do X, Y, and Z in there. But the wardrobe had already said you have to do fishnet garments and shit. You know
Oh.
what I mean? You know what I mean? So you get there, they gonna throw your ass in some stockings. You can't be like, oh, I didn't know. No, you read it. You read it.
Listen, I have a number. It'd have to be at least 10 mil. If they give me 10 mil, you would I would you wouldn't ever see me again to even live it down.
That's the thing. They would never see you again. But guess what? Your kids gonna see it, and they gonna be like, "Daddy, what was you? You was like that footage never go nowhere. It has a habit of popping up on you.
Yeah.
So I'm cool, man. I don't. It's not worth it to me. 10 million right now sounds great, but it's like, fuck, bro. When I get like, I better never go back to broke. That's all
Right.
I better never go back to broke, bro, because I would be, oh man. And this money game, you know how it goes. This money, you 1 minute you up, the next minute you down. It's just like the money shit fluctuates until you have sleep money where you you get residual money like you're doing with your show. Other than
Did,
that, bro, you
did I
gotta.
ever did I ever tell you that I pretty much sold my fucking idea to Disney for like
I
10 grand?
I remember you told me that. I remember when you was fucking with Disney, but I, you
But it's
know,
funny, they have a show right now that's very similar to the concept I pitched
mm,
to them, right?
what's the name of it?
It's Big City Greens,
Big City Greens. Let me write that down.
right? Now they changed it just enough where they don't gotta pay me nothing and they didn't put any of my
Mm,
credits on there. But tell me if this sounds familiar. Now I pitched them a show called Homie and the Redneck
what?
about a redneck kid who is in the city and teams up with a black kid named Remington to do a radio show, right?
Hmm.
Now, tell me, Big City Green is about a redneck kid that moves to the city that's got a black best friend named Remington.
They use the same name, Remington.
Saying yes,
Ah,
it's a little chubby black kid with the little afro.
they got you.
I was like, where does this sound familiar?
Look, dog. Look. Whenever, because you'll get an opportunity to do a deal again.
Yeah.
Always write yourself in it for some points. Get some cash, get some equity. There's nothing wrong with that. Just get some cash. Producers will understand that. They're gonna be like, oh, cool, no issue. If you never mention it, they ain't gonna never mention it. But at least get your 3 to 5 points. And yeah, go ahead. Give me my 10 racks and give me
I,
my
I,
5 points and go make your show.
I sold that shit for 10 grand.
And now, how many episodes have they made of that Big
They,
City
they,
Grit?
they made a movie. They got like 4
See,
seasons. Like,
see, they damn near in syndication, if
hmm
not in syndication. Once it hits syndication, that's just a free fall money. That's just you walking to the mailbox and grabbing a check out the mail. Never, I always tell, and that's the thing about doing deals and doing for self. You could do them both, bro. You know what I'm saying? If Disney come at you or anybody come at you, that's they got long money. Red Bull came at me. They wanted Red Bull wanted the footage of, I don't know if you've seen it, Charles Hamilton getting punched in the face. I
hmm
got this footage in 2009. Charles Hamilton was making his comeback and they want to tell his story. Do
hmm
you know that the producers at Red Bull Records, matter of fact, they treated me like I was just a hood booger, bro. They came at me like, you want a dub sack of cushion, a 40 ounce? Like they offered me $200. They
I
offered me
believe it.
200. They offered me $200 to license the footage of him getting punched. I said, bro, him getting climax of his story to where he's at now. I said, look, you guys either give me $5,000 to license it, or you just go recreate it. You can just go
Yeah.
recreate it. You're gonna make a production, and to do a production of that, just to recreate that will cost so much money for them, and they knew it. Because first he told me, when I told him I didn't want the $200 for 5,000, he told me, "Oh no, we can't do that." He sent me an email, "No, we can't do that." Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cool. I said, "I don't care. Y'all go recreate it. I'll sit on my footage." I wasn't even tripping on it. This dude hit me back in like 3 days and said, "Oh, we have the money for you." Of course you do. Of course you do. You're Red Bull Records connected to Red Bull to drink. Y'all make billions of dollars.
Right.
And y'all have already invested money into him. So $5,000 ain't shit. This
Right.
man, y'all wipe your ass with $5,000. And I love Charles Hamilton. That's why I didn't charge y'all more. You know?
Well, I'll tell you, Paramount only offered me $250 for a whole TV show that I was
Of
pitching.
course. Of
I was like,
course.
$250 they ain't gonna get me shit. Like
Right.
they wanted the rights so I couldn't make it. They didn't want like to produce the show.
And they wanted to give it to one of the people that was signed to Paramount to produce it.
Right.
So they won't have to. So that's the $250. We own the rights. That's look. I went to UCLA for marketing and distribution of film. The first thing we do when we trying to tell a story is, especially if it's a real story or a story from somebody, we have to get the rights. If that's life rights or rights, there's a budget for that. The budget for that. You need to look at SAG scale.
hmm
It's not gonna be $250, bro.
I
Look,
know.
you look at SAG scale for low budget. They got super low budget, medium low budget, regular, and like fucking center's budget. You know what I'm saying? Was a mega budget. So there's a rights bracket for every one of those budgets, and depending on where they're falling, because that's the questions you need to ask and you need to know to ask. What's the budget for the show that you want to buy my rights for the show? So what's the budget for this show that you're willing that you guys are going to do to create it? You can't just buy my shit and put it on the shelf. No, there has to be a budget allocated for, so I know where my rights percentage I'm gonna get from that budget. If you want to set my shit on the shelf, you're running game. Basically, you're running game. You're
Yeah.
running game. So I'm gonna charge your ass like you're gonna spend $10 million to make it, and that's gonna be the rights. I'm gonna get that rights percentage, which is gonna be $200,000.
Yeah.
You got that? You ain't got that? Well, then keep your $200 and wipe your ass with it.
Well, that's pretty much what I told them. You know, I was like, I'm good with the $200. They ain't gonna.
What the fuck am I doing? Hey, they see this black skin, bro. I don't give a fuck what shade of black you are. If you're all the way to the creamiest of vanilla, if they see that fucking black nose and they just that nappy ass hair, they gonna hit you with the crack prices because all they can see is those people. They don't know that some black people were free blacks. They think we
Right.
all were slaves and we all come from a low hanging fruit mentality where we just happy to be there. We just happy to get whatever you give us. Throw something down there, master. I'll get it. Like, nah, bro. Ah, bro, fuck you. I'd rather when it comes back to that, rather being independent or with somebody major, shit, fuck yeah, I'd rather be independent and just sit on my ideas. Fuck
Right.
y'all.
Well, what I got good advice from somebody, and I took all my scripts and have been doing this with them. Is like anytime you have an idea, you just make it as a book, so that way they have to buy the rights to your book if they want to go make this shit. So
Mm.
stop giving them these ideas that they're not producing. You know, have write them as a book, sell it as your own, and if
Mm.
they want the rights, they get paid double because now it's an established property.
Wow, and that's good game. That brings me to this. Did you know that I don't know if you peeped Tyler Perry, he was doing a contest
Yeah.
and it was by May 1st, but it was weird because I signed up for it. Excuse me. Hold on. I signed up for it. It's basically for independent filmmakers. He's giving them $30,000 to make a short.
Hmm.
But the criteria is very weird, bro. I went to the site and it was like they want two stories that has never been put out, that has never been on the internet, nothing. He wants private links. He wants you to upload. Like who has two narrative shorts that they've never put out that they can just upload right then and there and send you links to that the world hasn't seen?
Right.
I'm like, oh, he's stealing people ideas.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Because I'm
exactly
like,
what's going on.
wait. So you hanging this carrot of $30,000. So you know so many people gonna sign up. Maybe they did narratives. They was like, okay, I'm just gonna make a picture narrative. Like this is my idea. Man, he finna get so many ideas and he's gonna remix them and put them all together. You're gonna be
Hmm.
like, damn, that kind of like mine, but and then another person that's kind of like mine. He's put so many stories together.
See, that's just like what pretty much what Disney just did to me. They
Right,
got
right.
a hit TV show off part of my idea, and it's they took just enough where it's like they don't got to give me credit.
And that's scandalous, bro. And that's super scandalous because man, that's life changing money for you.
Hmm.
You know, why you think like Taraji P Henson and all them? Well, I'm broke. I don't get paid enough. Like you're in fucking every black movie that come out. How you? What you mean you ain't getting enough money? Like that shit don't make
Listen,
no sense. It's like,
and I might have to cut this next part out. I did a meeting with Nickelodeon recently. Okay,
mm,
one of the big things in the meeting they were saying is that if if they consider your show low budget, they will
mm,
not pay royalties. And so what they consider low budget is not an established property. So like something like a Star Trek show gets
mhm,
paid the most royalties, but
mhm,
like something like as that's like the they have three SpongeBob shows right now, but the
uh-huh,
newer SpongeBob shows they start at a lower pay rate, even though the guy's been playing SpongeBob for well over 20 something years. Well, now
wow,
you're on a new show. It's considered a new property. You're going start on beginner rate.
wow. That makes a lot of sense because I know celebrities here in LA that have TV shows, but they still living in Gardena. They still living in like the hoods, and they are known everywhere they go. And I'm wondering, like, damn, you had a whole TV show, and then like I knew somebody was on the show. Was like, yeah, we was only getting $10,000 a episode, but I'm thinking like y'all was on for 4 or 5 seasons,
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
Well,
are these
see that,
guys not getting royalties? Like you saying right now, like they was considered low budget, and you're just not getting any royalties off of it. Like,
and that's why I learned. That's why Disney and Nickelodeon will change the name of the show in the fourth or third or fourth season. It's
mm,
because it's considered a new property at that point because it's got a new title, so they don't have to pay you the raise. They just keep you at the low standard.
wow, bro. Yeah, I didn't know all that. I knew. Look, I started my own website, hoodnews.tv, and I want to turn that site into an online streaming service. I got some content up there, but it's nowhere where I need it to be. But yeah, I need to start just developing these shows that I have and these documentaries and just running my shit slowly but surely and get it to where it needs to be. And then we can sell some shows and we can talk some negotiation with some big time people. But that show's got to be making money already for them to even take you serious.
Hmm.
That's what I learned. Like when they take you serious, they don't come at you with these crackhead rates. You just laugh at them like, who you the fuck you think I am? And that's how I talk to executives now. Literally, I talk to them like, who the fuck you think I am? They respect that shit so much. They're like, okay, he's even when people try to pay me low rates on to film things, like because people don't understand how much work goes into this shit, so they just feel like if you don't know your worth, they definitely not gonna give you your worth. So you have to put your worth out there so strong that people got to feel like I can't afford him, so you can get your worth. It's crazy, bro. It's
People
crazy. There's no
underestimate me all the time. They think I'm some idiot, but I'm like, dude, I've done brand deals with Nickelodeon, Disney, Cartoon Network, fucking Comedy Central. I've done MTV. All these companies I've done deals with. I can't be an idiot if I'm doing all these deals.
right.
If I'm friends with all
So
these
do you reach
people.
out to you reach out to them? You reach out to them with a proposal and stuff, or how does that work?
I have a manager
Got you.
that listens to, okay, these people are looking for this right now. Here, send this at this point. This is what they're
Got you.
looking for.
Okay.
They're taking submissions in right now. This is
So are you a writer? You do a you just
I
you
do
write.
I write and produce.
Oh,
But what I'm considered is a ghost writer because they will buy my property, but they
mhm.
will not put my name on a credit.
Got to get your credit, bro. What does it take for you to get your credit?
I think because I'm black, it's going to be very hard for me to get a credit because they want to buy my property and put a white person's name
Person
on it.
name on it.
And
See,
they've done that three separate times on three franchises that are really big right now. Then
mm,
I have to see kids all over the place look wear the merchandise and stuff, and you know
mm,
that's why I just started releasing my own books. That's honestly why I started doing my own
okay.
thing because I'm
So you're more into kids content though. You've always been more into like the anime and stuff like that,
yeah. I do like older kid stuff, like 8 to 12.
or 8 to 12. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's a huge market. Even if you can get a YouTube show popping, you know what I'm saying? Like these little kids around me, all he watches the fucking YouTube. That should be corny as hell. I'll be like, oh, y'all like this? Like y'all really paying these people? And it'd be like the dad, the happy dad, and the little kid. "Ah." Oh, go ahead and watch that shit. I'm not watching that shit. And don't expect me to be like that dad because I'm a real dad. I'm not this fake shit. Like, but yeah, man, you got to figure it out, bro. You got to either get with some black content creators that are connected to these big corporations who know how hard it is and wouldn't mind giving you your credit. You got to seek them out because they're there and they're
Hmm.
looking for people they can work with, and they probably can't find nobody to work with too. And
Absolutely.
they're signed to these big companies. You know, Ryan Coogler was one. You look at who his costume designer are. He got a black female DP. He got a lot of black people because they know like, okay, our skin color got to be lit this way. He's very smart. They know the history. Okay, back then they dressed like this. The dialect was like this. So he has a lot of black creatives around him, and he finds himself in a perfect situation. And that's like somebody who got in and he picked his people. And you got to seek that. You can't seek these people. You run into where they want to give you opportunity, but it's like a backhanded opportunity. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, we
yeah,
like that. Yeah, it's
yeah.
like we want to
We
give you
like
opportunity. We love your work, but oh boy, you cannot come to lunch with us. Like, oh no,
right. It's just like that. It's
you know what I mean?
just like that. It's
You know what
just
I'm saying, bro? I know. I'm out here in LA. This shit is so segregated. This shit is so racial out here. It's like I can be 10 times better than such and such DP or such and such editor. But woo, this black skin come with is just like, it's always that. Like, bro, my shit's tight. I don't even worry about that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, all my clients are black. I can't even name the last time I had a white. Only time I have white clients is when I'm shooting with a white DP. He brings me on, and it's just like I'm the token. Like, and then when I do work for white people on their sets, they never want me as a DP. They want me to work in like wardrobe, or they want me to work in styling the set design and all type of shit that's not my thing. So I stopped taking those gigs. I'm like, nah, y'all not just gonna have me as a token black. If either I'm gonna get hired for what I do or I'm not working on your set.
Right.
That's it. I've come to that. Like, first it was just like, oh, that's what's paying good, so I'll do it. But I'm thinking like when I go on set, I wind up telling the DPs was good and was no that's this is too bright. We got to come down on the light. Like I'm telling them Calvin's, and I'm find myself in the camera department. Look, hey, could you pull focus, or could you look at the screen and make sure everything is right? Like, wait a minute, I didn't get hired for that. Y'all hired me to do some wardrobe shit that is bullshit. It's
Right.
bullshit. Like y'all just want somebody black, so when you take the big set picture, you can see like one black dot. Like,
Right.
see, we hired somebody black. We have a black friend. He's Hassan. He's right there. Like,
We're
fuck
not
that.
racist. We got one.
We got one. Like, you can't say it's an all white cast. We got one right there. Like, nah. Either you gonna hire me for my who I am, leave me the fuck alone. So,
I got another story. I've sold 3 pilots in total to Disney, right? And
wow.
one of them got picked up for 2 episodes, right?
Mm,
And so we produced the 2 episodes, but then it got canceled mysteriously.
mm.
Now I still receive royalty checks for this show that's never aired. I don't know how that's possible. And
It's being aired somewhere, bro. It's probably in Russia somewhere being aired.
the last royalty check I got was for a penny. It cost more for them to print the check than it was to pay me.
They said Remington's coming for us. He gonna audit the books and find this damn penny, man. Yes, it's something with getting us wealth, man. It's just that's kind of been my biggest obstacle in entertainment is how to generate wealth from it. It's not wealth only for me, it's wealth for the team, wealth for the family. Like if I was a wealthy creator, I can pull you and the assets that you have here, and that could be created as well. So it just takes somebody in the network to pop so they can pull everybody from network, and you have people in your network like, oh, if I was right, I can put them on. Like everybody has that circle of creatives around them, and it kind of takes one, but somebody has to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to figure it out where it can just turn into a network, because we're all different creatives. If all of us creatively came together, that is a network. That is a true network, and different shows can be produced. But there you go. You need that capital.
I think my strength is getting people together as a producer. I can get the right people in the right area. I don't want I got the creative side. I can come up with the story.
Mhm.
It's then it's just getting the right people to make it come to life.
Mhm.
I think that's where I struggle is after I get the story done, after I get the people there, and it's just getting it made. You know?
And that's what I'm great at, getting shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's to me that's the easy part. The hard part for me is getting the people together. You know what I'm saying? Like locations, like all that shit is a headache. Just
Yeah.
put
See,
me in
I
the
can do
spot.
all that.
Yeah, put me in the spot and put the people. I can get all the camera, the equipment, the lights, the mics. I know all that, how all that goes together. I know the synergy of all that. I know the synergy of a crew and directing a full crew and having everything we need so we can get the right picture. I am at home with that. It's like Dr. Dre in the studio. I am at home with that. It's like Kobe Bryant on the basketball court. Put me there. Just put me there. Put me with my guys, and you're gonna get a classic. I promise you. I'm a director classic. If the script is funny, I can find the right funny people to bring that to
Right.
life. Like I'm good with all that. It's just like I'm not good with what you said, like doing all that extras, location scouting. I'll do it, but that's not something that drives me. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like
Right.
to be a full creative, you got to have all those things down. You got to go do it. You just got to be able to do it all. And then you won't have to do it, I guess. If you do it all one time right, because all you need is one hit, baby. It's one
Just
hit.
one.
That's it. Just one.
One hit.
Just freaking one. Just one. One to generate 7, 8 figures. It is over, bro. It ain't about
Hmm.
buying Bentleys and big houses. Oh no, we on now. Let's flush all these freaking ideas we had out because you're gonna have enough time to buy all the little material bullshit. But we gotta flush out these ideas, bro. And that's kind of where my mind is at. Like if I can show you, I have like tons of equipment. I got a light coming right here. You know, I got production lights, I got cameras, I got mics, I got everything, bro.
Got the
Boards.
soundboard right next to
Yeah,
you.
I got a sound man. I got everything. I got everything that I never had, bro.
Right.
So I what I did with all the production money that I make, music money that I make, buy equipment, buy equipment, buy equipment. I turned to one of those guys from not having a camera or nothing to getting everything that I need. So I'm ready. I just want
Yeah.
to be ready when that opportunity comes. Whether I put because I'm putting together my own show too. It's called Hard Times. And it's gonna be a webisode. I don't wanna because I
You
freak
gotta
my
get
brain
that
out.
two. You gotta get that Tubi deal.
Exactly, because I've seen somebody who got a Tubi deal. They show me a check because everybody laughs at Tubi. He
Yeah.
made a movie in 12 days. And he was just like, hey, you remember that movie I did? It's on Tubi. I'm like, yeah, I watched it. He was like, it's been 3 months. Look at my check. He showed me the paper check. You know how much money he made?
A lot probably.
$40,000. He
Damn.
showed me a check for 40 racks that a movie he made in 12 days with bad sound.
Mm.
Hmm. It's the hustle. Tubi is owned by Fox.
Right.
Fox is a conglomerate. And their number one fan base is who? Black people. Ding, ding,
Right.
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, they're the
So
one who had In Living Color and all that.
yes, but you already know, like when they make a signature Tubi show, it probably will be white. You know, like
Yeah.
Fox did. They had In Living Color. They had Martin. They had all type of
Hmm.
shows. But when they made their signature show, it was white folks.
Yeah.
But that ain't saying we can't get some money now.
Right.
You know, yeah. I'm just putting things into context, like Tubi, Amazon Prime, whatever. Just get
Hmm.
the project done. Once I get a project done, then you know, I'm trying to keep. I'm not doing political shit. Not yet. I have a dynamite political movie, but I can't do it yet.
Yeah.
I can't. I just don't have the means to do it. But what I can do is a comedic. I can do some comedy shit. I can do some action shit right now. Comedy is easier. It's the easiest thing to do right now because I know all the comedians and that's what's flowing out of me. But a I got two comedy scripts done, but it's the other part. It's
Hmm.
the now I got to get all these people and set up these shots and these shoots, and that I have to do this year, bro. I'm doing it this year. I'm doing it this year because it's just like I'm at that age where I got bomb ass. I got the creative juices. I got some bomb ass content, and I really want people to see this shit because it's really fucking good.
Hmm.
So if it's Tubi, Amazon Prime, or if it's YouTube, I want to think small right now. Like just get it ready for YouTube. I know it's gonna be shot 4K. It's gonna be beautiful, but just put in your mind it's a webisode. Don't go too far in your thinking. You know what I'm saying? And if it's I see people, use YouTube as a platform to go bigger. You know what I'm saying? I've done it myself. I've seen $4,000 a month from YouTube
Hmm.
for damn near 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Every month. So I know how the revenue comes in. It's just that you got to get a project that's gonna feed the people. It's gonna feed their interest, and the money will come. I don't think about money. I just think about getting the goal done.
All right, but we're out of time for the show. Let my fans know where they might be able to find your work. It was great having you on the show.
Yes, sir. I appreciate being here. Thank you, Remy. 10. Remington, my guy. Yeah, it's been years, bro. I appreciate you. I love what you're doing, man. I want you to stay
Thank you.
healthy more than anything. Stay alive. Keep drinking water. Keep doing what you need to do to be here, bro, because you're an asset to this planet. Where people can find me, Hassan Haze. You can find all my music, Hassan Haze. It's on all DSPs. Um, you can go to YouTube. You can put in Hood News, one word. Hood News. It's Hood News TV 247. See some videos there. And then I got a production page called For Us Films. You can see all my latest productions that's not news related there.
And you can find me on all social media. You can find under Remington Kais. You can find me on Amazon, Walmart.com, and Barnes and Noble. Remington Kais. That's where you can find my books. I got 4 books out right now, so check them out. We usually have a deal running where they usually have some kind of half off deals some months. So go check it out. If you guys hit me up through social media, I run giveaways all the time. So check out my book. All links will be
Follow
in the description.
Remington. Follow
Absolutely.
Remington. Yes, sir.
And I'll put Hassan's information in the description below. So everybody go check him out, give him a follow. And you guys got to listen to his music. It's very inspirational. You'll fall in love with it. You know,
And it teach you how to talk to some girls, because I know y'all, a lot of y'all out there, y'all want a bad honey. I wish my wife was pregnant. Wife could walk in right now. I could show y'all. I can coach you better than Kevin Samuels into getting you what you want. What you want, not what just want you, but what you want. Holla at your boy, man.
you ever seen? I don't know if you know. You're familiar. Are you familiar with Drewski?
Hell yeah, I love Drewski. He's funny
Yeah,
as a
he. Did you see his dating show?
yes. That dude is hilarious. He is he love them ratchets, man. That's all I gotta say. And you should have never paid Ruby Rose a red cent, bro. You don't pay a woman to be with you, bro. You don't do that. Look, let me leave this gym before I go. It's a gender war going on, but I really feel like it's just online because when you talk to these girls and you're respectful, they talk back. All you have to do is just you don't have to be clever. Don't do that because it can come off corny. You got to be a man. You got to stand in your man. Be direct. Hey, how are you doing? Woo, woo. Just very direct. If you like something you see on her, say that. Don't go beat around the bush and don't be a little kid. Be a man. Stand in your masculinity at all times. You will attract what you want, man. I'm trying to tell you. Now look, suppose you don't like black American girls. You say black girls got attitude, which I think is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They're strong, but they don't. If you're strong, they love it. There's black women all over the fucking planet. You got Africa, you got the Caribbean,
The
you got
African girls are awesome. I love African
come
girls.
on,
I
come on. You got
love
all
African girls.
type of different melanated women. You know what I'm saying? If you like women, white women, but you think the white women in America, oh, they're bitch materialistic, blah blah blah. Okay, you got Estonia, you got Sweden, you got Russia, you got so many different varieties of that. If you can't find what you want in America, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I
You're
used to
gonna pay
not.
for it, but you can find what you want.
I used to not date black girls at all. Right, for a long time. I dated one Jamaican girl. And she changed my
Change
whole
your life.
perspective. Whole
Change,
perspective.
change. All it takes is one. We were just talking about. All it takes is one. It takes is one. That's why I always tell people like, don't knock a whole race of women off of one girl, what one girl did, or your homie's girl did. Don't do that. Do not do that. Or one class of women. Dog, you can go meet women at Walmart. You can go at the grocery stores and these
Mhm.
little festivals, concerts, real estate conventions, anywhere where you can make some money. Women are usually always there. Anywhere you can go eat, women are there. Just go where they're at.
Mhm.
It's not rocket science. And if you see something that you like, just walk up to her. Hey, I saw you from across the room. I think you're gorgeous. My name is what is your name? Okay, cool. Don't push too heavy. You know what I'm saying? Get her Instagram and then work your way to her number and stay on there. My girl, I knew her for 6 years before we got together. I was just her friend. It took her a long time to be like, oh, Haze is the one. I was dating other girls. I was doing my thing. I was doing my thing. She finally came in because I've always liked her though. Don't get it twisted. I always liked her. Now we've been married. You know, we've been together 6 years and we've been married for a year, or going on a year. So, bro, don't tell me. Just keep them close to you. Be nice. Be cool. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a dweeb. Don't be a douche. Just
Right.
be a stand up dude. You know what I'm saying? Be a stand up dude. You know what I'm saying? Don't get women that's way out of your caliber. Uh, Out your caliber is she don't show you no interest. If a girl don't show you no interest, don't chase her, bro.
Right.
Don't chase her. Because there is a woman for everybody. And nowadays, there's multiple women for you. Every man should have at least 4 women. If you're a single man, I'm a married man, so I only got one. But if you're a single man, you should have 4 women that's looking for your attention. That's trying to go
Listen,
on a date
I
with
got
you.
my brother right here. I used to tell him all the time. I said I always got the backup woman. So in
You
case
always
it don't work out with the other one, you got a couple backup women.
you
You
got you
know.
got to have backups. As a single man, bro, that's why you. It's the law
I'm
of
not the only one.
averages. It's the law of averages, bro. It's the law of averages. If you go out, suppose you go out to a club and you meet 10 women, you get 10 numbers. You better know that only one of those girls are going to stick. Okay?
Right.
You get 10
Right.
numbers, one of them's going to stick. You talk to all 10, 5 of them might not even reply to you.
Right.
That one is going to, hey, okay, you got rhythm. So that means you got to keep going out meeting them 10s.
Hmm.
You got to keep going out until you get that rotation. Like, okay, these 4 have stuck. Now I can start dating, and now you can see what's the best fit for you. Because out of them 4 or 5, who's gonna be the best fit for you? Four
Right.
of them is gonna fall to the wayside, and it's gonna probably be one that stick, maybe 2. If lucky man, he'll have 2 that's just rocking with him, and he's just like, okay, don't fuck it up
Right.
and just be open. Tell them, yeah, I'm dating. You know, I'm looking and know what you want, bro. Guys out there, know what you want. Know what kind of woman you want, and that's good for you. You got okay. Well, let's take Remington. Remington got a pacemaker, so he needs a woman who's not going to get him mad, who's not going to be bitching at him. None of that. He needs a caretaker, a woman who just like my man has a pacemaker, so I got to make sure that everything is cool. I don't uh, bring up his blood pressure, bring up his heart rate. So he needs a kind soul.
Right.
Where he should be looking in the hospitals. He should be going to go try to knock a nurse. Some woman in the healthcare profession, some old folks home who looks behind older people. He
Yeah.
needs to find a woman like that. So those are the places. I know it sounds crazy, but those are the places he should be frequenting, going up and down the floors on them hospitals. Like, oh, she bad. Sliding having his number and his card ready, trying to meet people. That's what I would do if I was Remington. I'd be looking for a kind soul, a kind woman, a sweetheart who just not all ratchet. He can't get a ratchet girl because she gonna drive him crazy. He be
Right.
dead. He be dead. Fuck on her.
Absolutely.
Because he be thinking like I love her, she love me. Then she be like, I want to go to the club. And he be like, whoa, I don't want you going to the club. I don't need that. Now he thinking about her. No, he need a homebody who
Yeah.
like to cook, who know how to cook healthy food. He needs a
Hmm.
vegan woman. He needs to go look in yoga spots, Pilates classes, things like that. He needs to go to the gym.
I'm a yoga instructor. I'm a
Yeah,
yoga instructor.
he needs to go to the gym and get one of them thick-legged girls who be doing them squats. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Don't go talk to her in the middle of the squat, but kind of find when she's moving around and you know, talk to
Yeah.
a few of them. You're gonna get knocked down, but guess what? You're gonna knock one. One's gonna be like, okay, cool. Here's my number. We can go out to have a smoothie. Can we have a smoothie one day? You know, I'm trying to get healthier. Whoa, whoa. I like what you're doing. If you meet women in the, a lot of women say this. I see this online. They be like, I hate when I'm approached in the gym. That's bullshit. All this is how you approach them in the gym when they're doing a workout. When you know you can't keep up with it, don't be a macho guy like Remington. He see a girl doing a squat, like, oh man, like I'm trying to get my squat game up. Like, where should I start? Where'd you start at? They like questions like that because they like, oh shit, like I can teach him. And like, I want to start off with low weight, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get in shape. They talk back. That's when they talk back. Just
Yeah.
be like, I like that work. What's a good workout for me? You know, I got my legs. Be real. My legs are kind of weak right now. I'm trying to get my legs and my my legs stronger, my calves stronger. Like, should I work on my ankles first, my knees? Like, be inquire some things. Like, get her to start thinking. And now she's like, okay, he ain't getting at me on some pussy dick shit. I can talk to him. He's okay. He got a conversation flowing. They like that. You know what I'm saying? Women are natural helpers. They're naturally helpers. So ask for fucking help.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you gotta do. Ask for help, get in good with her. Then you, oh, what's your name, by the way? Oh, I'm Remington, and you're never showing no signs like I want you, because you're just trying to see if this is your speed anyway.
Right.
Anyway, you trying to fill her out. Take your time, fill her out. And she might be like, oh, Remington's cool. He's easy to talk to. I've been looking for a guy who's easy to talk to. And he's trying to, get his shit together. Boom. Oh, he writes books. Oh, wow. He got books on fucking Walmart, Amazon. Oh, shit. Okay. I like to read. Oh, shit. Go to the library. Start tapping girls on the shoulder. What you reading, baby? Oh, I want to read that book. I was just thinking, man, you got to just keep going, bro. Don't give up.
Listen, I
Don't
what I got a girl's number the other day at Burlington Coat Factory. She was the
see.
cashier there. I noticed something about her, something on her hoodie. I was like, oh shit, you into that? I was like,
Exactly.
yeah, it was just
Exactly.
that easy.
It's that easy. Just build up that back and forth banter. And those are, if a girl not talking to you off banter is looking at you like, keep moving. Don't, okay, okay. You have a great day. Do not get mad at them. Guys got to learn how to stop getting mad at these women. They all
Right,
do irritating shit. They're going to irritate you. That's fine, bro. You ain't got to show it.
right.
Being a man is being a man is controlling your emotions because they're emotional beings. We always remember that. So
Hmm.
they're always looking for a rock. A man has to be their rock because they're always going to emotions going. So you got to be steady, strong,
Right.
a rock, a mountain, unmovable. You know what I'm saying? That's why men need to lean on other men and talk to them instead of leaning. Don't go talk to your woman about all your goddamn problems. She don't want to hear that shit. She
Right.
got you
It's,
supposed to be the rock. She supposed to come to you talk.
the moment you start talking about the problems, they think you soft.
You think you weak. They was like, oh, he ain't got it figured out. I
Right.
got problem that I need to tell him they need to emotionally dump on you. You can't
Hmm.
emotionally dump on them. That's not
Right.
how it goes, bro. We got to be men out here. Then watch. Before I had my wife, she would tell you, I wasn't looking for no girlfriend, bro. I had women. I wasn't looking for no girlfriend. I was just in my 30s living my life. I'm like, oh, I'm free. I'm finna just do my thing. And it was beautiful. But I needed to pack it in. So I
Yeah.
packed it in. I packed it in with a woman I trust, pretty much. If I didn't trust her, if I probably didn't know her these 6 years before getting with her, I don't think I would have packed it in. So that's why I'm saying get you a girl that you can be her friend, you can get to know her, you can feel like, yeah, we can do this shit together. And when you're doing it together, it's so much easier, bro.
Hmm.
It's so much easier. What I'm saying? I got a 4 bedroom house. I could Me and my girl went from a 1 bedroom to a 4 bedroom. She stayed with me when I had a 1 bedroom with fucking roaches in there. I'm putting that out there. She didn't beat me up. Oh, you ain't shit. Well, you'll never be shit. No, she was just like, she stayed in pocket. She stayed motivating me. She picked my chin up. Like, no, don't put your head down. We stay doing what you're doing.
Right.
We're in a 4 bedroom, bro. We were together 2 years in a 1 bedroom, and now we've been 2 years, no, 3 years in a 4 bedroom. I've
Wow.
never elevated with a woman before her in my life. Never elevated. Like go from 1 to 4 or 1 to 2
So
or
she helps you out. She improves you being there.
yeah.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm able to keep creating. I'm able to pay these bills and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And she's what I need emotionally, and she's what I need in a woman. And then she's also my other eyes. Always get
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? She can see shit that's not good for me before I can see it. And she'll give me a heads up, like, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. She'll put things to perspective for me.
Hmm.
And that helps out a lot. And I've grown emotionally as a man. A woman helps you. She fills you out. When you got because a man and a woman, you need a woman. Every man
Right.
needs a woman. No man needs to be by themselves. No, 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 no. That's why you be with some women before you get you a woman, just so you can not be by yourself. They
Right.
help you grow, they help you mature, and they help you see things in perspective. Because at the end of the day, When you got a woman on your team, I don't even think about other girls now. And you know me, Remington, you know me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
I'm
know.
hollering at everything moving. Like because I'm
Yeah,
trying to find my person. I was hollering at everything moving. Remington, no.
yeah.
But since I got mine now, I can focus completely on business. You know what I'm saying? And I notice most people that's really successful, they have their person. Whether you get married or not, they got their person where
Mhm.
they can just come straight up. You got to come up. You got to get your person. You got two minds are better than one. Two incomes are better than one. Two of
Absolutely.
anything is better than one. You feel me? As long as she ain't pulling you down negative and making you stress out, you know. There's
Yeah,
good women out there, bro, but y'all gotta sew them up. Y'all can't do them dirty. Y'all can't just be like seeing her as some pussy. You see her as some
right.
pussy, you're gonna miss out on the blessing. I'm just keeping it a buck.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. I didn't mean to go over the show, man, but I felt
No,
like I
it's
had
all
to
good,
give,
man. That was good. That was good
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I just feel like I had to get a viewer some real game, man, because I'm really out here. I really got that in me. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like if I didn't know nothing, I know women. If I don't know nothing else, if you could put me outside right now, homeless, I'm gonna get a bitch. I'm gonna get a bitch. I'm gonna find me. I'm gonna get me a bitch. Fuck that. I'm gonna be homeless, no money, but I'm gonna get me a bitch though. I guarantee you that. So
I
that's just
wouldn't
me
be
though.
homeless for more than 24 hours before I found
That's
somebody.
that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm
I'd
saying,
be
Remy.
I'd be in somebody's crib so
I'm gonna be in somebody's crib drinking your kids' Kool-Aid, eating your baby snacks. Ah man, to
Right.
get back on my feet and take care of the whole house. You better believe it, bro. You better believe it.
All right, but we're gonna end the stream here. But just stick around. I want you to meet my brother real
Yes,
quick.
sir.
I
All
don't
right.
know if y'all ever met. All right, but I'm gonna end the
Okay.
stream here. Thank you for guys for watching. Until next time, see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.